Hello, good morning. My name is Ian Antonio Patterson, coming to you again for another episode of I, Antonio Media. And as we sit here today in wonderful Berlin, I'm very happy to be presenting to you actually what is a republish of an episode that I did in 2022 with a good friend of mine called Hamid from Chapati, Berlin. The theme for this conversation is sustainable fashion. And we go deeply into the things that make it real, the things that make it authentic, as I like to say, and some of the experiences that he had coming to Berlin as a foreigner, some of the difficulties, some of the challenges, we might say, and how he managed to turn these rather challenging experiences into something beautiful. We go a lot into diversity, I would say lived diversity, demonstrable diversity, which comes across in the wonderful creations that he offers to you in his many stores in Berlin. Now, I'm doing this really quickly because I'm going to the gym right after this, so I'm going to, just try to do this as authentically as possible. I do not intend to edit anything because these days, especially as I have repeated quite often, I place a lot of value on the humanness and on the, what I like to call, perfect imperfection of productions that are done by human beings, right? Not knocking artificial intelligence, sometimes I use it for image generation and so on, but I suspect that more and more we are going to long for the trueness of human interaction, and that is why I'm taking this approach. Now, what you can expect in this episode is, as I said, an authentic, a real conversation. It has a few errors in there, but that's fine. It makes it endearing as far as I'm concerned. I am proud of it enough to republish it because it's very important to me. It means a lot. I studied sustainability at some point and managed to achieve a postgraduate certificate. It's still something that informs my life and the way I do many things. Very proud of it. And again, thank you to Hamid from Chapati for taking part in this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful episode. I'm very happy to be sharing it with you. All right, so if you're seeing this video right now on TikTok or YouTube, just head on over to iantonio.com or iantonio.media, and you will see there the list of my podcast episodes. This one is going to be called Sustainable Fashion. All right. So again, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Like it if you like it, and if you don't, lie to me, and enjoy the episode. Oh yes, and one more thing. This episode is gonna be actually in German. So this is, something that my German listeners will enjoy most. There is also a small interlude that is done in my Jamaican language, but for those of you who can't, and I said it before, for those of you who can't handle the Jamaican swang, just go ahead and press the forward button maybe 8 times or so, and it will take you directly to the episode. All right? So, without further ado, on with the show. Now, as me say, this man full of words, full of charisma. And one of the things we say is that we are all angels, but we are angels with one wing. And if we learn to embrace each other, we can fly. And at the same kind of mentality govern the way how the man do him fashion. The same way the color them come together, them represent, them depict how different culture, different people, different language, different worldview, and all them things they can come together in an elegant, beautiful, functional, fashionable way. Right? So when we go into the store, it's not just pretty clothes and pretty dress and pretty jacket. It's a depiction of how the world can be, and that is how the man also see fashion. So the fashion where you see somebody wear from his store, from Chapati, that it name, is a reflection of their inner values, right? It's not just pretty. When him says sustainability, you see a nice lady in a nice dress, say, boy, it's a statement of what she value, what she decide to spend her money on, and what she decide to support. Another funny thing we talk about is the man said, boy, one time him did have a parrot, and him have a parrot. The parrot named Tootie. And Tootie is the way them call parrot in a film country. And the same time, he said to him, say, look here now, man, I have a cat, you know. And what we call cat in our country is either kitty or puss. And my cat also called Kitty Puss, to be exact, yeah? And Kitty Puss is probably my biggest fan. But who knows, you know, maybe people learn to like the show. So, that are the Jamaican introduction. I hope you understand some of it. I apologize to some of you who might be expecting English. But me say from beginning, say, boy, this show is a multilingual experience. So, that it, hopefully you get something from the German. It's really a show for multilingual people. Who knows, you know, maybe you fall in love with the German language and you want to learn it, as me say. And I really hope you enjoy the show. Thanks again to Ahmed. Thanks again to my little friend. You know, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say her name. And thanks also to the lovely lady in the store who helped me with the shopping experience and also led to this great inspiration and this great outcome, which is this episode 5. So, without further ado, a kitty that again in the background, you know. Kitty, where you want? Anyway, without further ado, on with the show. Yes, of course, learning by doing. Also, die Frage war, wie es war für dich. Und warum habe ich diese Frage gestellt? Weil, also, ich bin nach Deutschland gekommen, ne, und das sage ich ja immer, weil in Jamaika, ich komme aus Jamaika, in Jamaika lernen wir hören ganz viel von Deutschland. Und die ganze Welt, also Deutschland ist bekannt für Qualität und Zuverlässigkeit und Pünktlichkeit und so. Natürlich nach 20 Jahren weiß ich, dass nicht alles immer stimmt, aber trotzdem, Deutschland ist bekannt für eine gewisse Standardsetzung, also qualitätmäßig. Und viele Leute wollen das auch. Ich wollte das auch. Ich wollte diese Arbeitsmoral und diese Qualitätsempfinden irgendwie in Deutschland per Osmosis mal lernen. Und deswegen bin ich ja auch hier gekommen. Das ist nicht nur deswegen natürlich, aber das war auch ein Grund dafür. Und